So let's go ahead and get airborne here. I'm recording at 4K 30 in the high quality mode. I found that at the full mode, although it offers the full field of view, the widest that this Hasselblad camera can do, obviously this is not a zoom camera. But yeah, the full just does not look good. But this HQ 3840 by 2160 looks amazing. There's a boat out there. It looks like they're drifting. We're gonna go check things out here. Yeah, I noticed the high dynamic range, the HDR. I guess they're not having boating problems. Nah, they're just putting a tube up. Yeah, the high dynamic range, the HDR, is phenomenal. Check out this barge. Notice the details in the water. Look at that. Angle the camera down. To find my gimbal wheel speed setting that I'm using right now, this is the setting I like because it's very slow and very cinematic. Look at that. You can see all that crap in the barge. Looks like a bunch of coal. Wow. But yeah, out of all the drones that I've flown to date, none of them come close to the quality of this Hasselblad camera in the Mavic 2 Pro. And I mean, it's if you're new to drones, you may not necessarily notice all the subtle details, but I mean, just looking at the clouds, just the overall color science of this camera is incredible. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out all my Mavic 2 Pro videos, because I've got a lot of them that are towards sunset. Those look really cool, completely different. One of the things that makes the Mavic 2 Pro, in my opinion, so impressive is the ability to get really good low light performance, and that's primarily due to the 1-inch sensor. Something you don't get with some of the other drones. Although I've loved DJI drones for a long time. Mavic 3 Pro was one of the first truly remarkable drones, in my opinion, because I could get 4K 30 and it was just consistently rock solid. This one, after Mavic 3 Pro, I got the Mavic 4 Pro. Was not impressed with the Mavic 4 Pro. It would do 4K 60, but I found the overall workflow of focusing and all of that to be, it was just too much of a headache. So I converted to the Phantom 4. Never really liked the original Mavic Pro, because the original Mavic Pro, I could never achieve what I felt was acceptable focus. And now again, this Mavic 2 Pro with the Hasselblad camera that we're flying right now, it's it does take a little bit of TLC. As you saw in the beginning, it wasn't a matter of simply getting airborne. Typically it'll retain my focus settings, but I never trust it. Out of best practice, before every flight, I'll always check my manual focus to ensure that it's optimally well focused. Because if it's not, that's a recipe for disappointment. What's worse than returning to the studio only to discover that a camera was poorly focused? I mean, that's, it makes the whole day in the field wasted. You spend all that time and potentially travel expenses and all kinds of stuff to go and get, capture some cool drone footage, only to discover that it's poorly focused. So, at least at the time of posting this video, and just look at how sharp this is right here. Look at this barge. I'm gonna hover here just so you can see the level of detail. Okay, now I'm gonna stop moving the camera. Just look at the water. Look at the color of the, I guess that's, I don't know what that is in the barge. It's some sort of maybe rocks, or I don't think it's coal. I thought it was coal earlier, but I mean, just the level of detail here and how sharp everything is. I mean, this drone is in a completely different league. But with that being said, it comes with the headache of, and it's not a huge headache, but you just got to remember to manually focus this, because if you don't, your footage is not going to look this good. You got to remember to manually focus it. There's a large camp of people that'll say, oh man, just use autofocus. I tap once and I'm done, or man, just use autofocus. Push that C1 button. And I've tried all that and it just didn't work for me. Maybe it works for you, but I can say that for me, the manual focus using the technique that I'm demonstrating here, I mean, you tell me what you think. I think that the results speak for themselves. I think, again, watching this at the time of flying with my FPV view on my iPhone, I think it looks razor sharp. And I mean, once I upload it, it may be a different story. So tell me what do you think? What does this look like when you're watching this video? Comment within the comment section below, because here comes a boat. Let's see. Let's go after that boat. I mean, I think this thing is rock solid. And again, I'm totally stumped, totally confused as to why DJI has made it to where you got to tap the flower icon in manual focus instead of the infinity icon. That seems like that's the opposite of how it should be. And previously it was the infinity icon. You would tap it in manual focus and it would put that little fat bar right where it is now, directly below the second skinny bar. So, I mean, I don't know, but one thing about the Mavic 2 Pro is just look at how smooth this is. I mean, as far as, being able to go slow and not have it jerky, and I mean, just really good, high quality camera, very cinematic, slow and smooth. Look at this right here. I mean, just look at that. I mean, that is a professional drone. And it's not too big and it's not too heavy. You deal with those Inspires. I mean, everybody there for a while, Inspire was a craze. They're like, man, it's a professional level, dude. It's the best cinematic drone you can get. I'm never going to be an Inspire fan. I don't care what type of camera they put on it. It's just too big. It's just too heavy. And to be able to get such exceptional performance from a drone this size, I mean, look at this. I mean, if you're filming videos for social media purposes, if you're filming video, I mean, even for professional purposes, is this not good enough? Why is this footage not good enough? I want to know. Maybe there's something I don't know here. Why is this footage not good enough to use? Why would someone use an Inspire instead of this Mavic 2 Pro? What's the secret sauce? I mean, what is that Inspire doing that this is not doing? I want to know. We'll go after this boat now. But I mean, just look at how smooth this flight is. I mean, this is super smooth, and let's see. And I'm not in sport mode. I think sport mode's silly, but if these boats are going faster, I could definitely keep up with them in sport mode. Very cool. Yeah, the level of detail is just phenomenal. Here's somebody skiing. Let's check that out. Water skiing. That's cool. But I mean, yeah, just been able to safely track objects. And by the way, I'm flying this manually. I'm not using any sort of active track. Active track works exceptionally well for this, by the way. Look, they just went down. And no, I'm not going to fly over them. But I mean, this is just cool, you know, being able to track subjects and, you know, having the quality of control to where this precise control where, you know, I know what to expect. And by having focus, having the manual focus, you know, I have a high degree of confidence that this footage is going to look just as good. Actually, it's going to look better than it does in the FPV view. So it's not like I'm flying and wasting time, because, you know, I feel somewhat certain that this video is going to look excellent. That's a pretty nice boat. I love those shots like that. Let's see, now let's go up on the side here. Oh, there goes another boat. Let's go after him. Yeehaw. Look at that. I mean, that is image quality. And it is very windy out here. You can probably hear the wind on my lavalier mic, because it's extremely windy, and this thing is handling the wind like a boss. It really is. And that begs the question again, why would someone want something so big and so heavy like an Inspire? And that implies Inspire 2 as well. I mean, tell me why. Why would someone want something like an Inspire? What's not good enough with the Mavic 2 Pro that we're using right here? I'm chasing that boat. They're looking at me. They're like, he's got a drone. Yep, I do. Chasing the boat. What's funny, this drone, the Mavic 2 Pro, not that I ever had any noise complaints when I was using the Mavic Air and then also the Phantom 4, but one of the biggest selling points for the one of the many selling points for the Mavic 2 Pro is how quiet it is. There were a large camp of people that, for whatever reason, felt that the other drones were too noisy. And again, I'm not doing any sort of covert flying, so, you know, the noise isn't a problem for me, but, you know, this is super quiet. So, especially with a boat motor and all that running, you know, you probably don't even hear the drone. Let's see. Come up here. Here comes a boat. There's a lot of boats out. Let's find another boat to go after here. There we go. He's going fast. See, I'm doing about 31 miles per hour, 31.3. It's probably doing 60 or so. Wow. Yeah, and I'm not going to go into sport mode. I think sport mode's silly, even though this drone has sport mode. You know, I didn't get this because it's not like I'm gonna go racing. You know, who wants to do that? Let's see. There's a kayak. "40 feet. It is super windy out here. Whoa. They're kayaking away. You can see that wind is really blowing them. They just heard the drone. Now they're probably gonna come and holler at me. .29% battery life. Yeah, tell me what you think about this footage. Comment within the comment section below. .25% battery life. Oh, it's returning home. That was a quick jump from 30% to this. Okay, we're bringing her home. 22% battery remaining. %. 19%. Yeah, it's one thing with drone battery. You know, when I get to about 30%, I always start to bring her home because, you know, you never know when wind may pick up. You never know when you may not have a lot of time remaining. So I'm gonna go ahead and land it here and swap out the battery. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, expand this video's description. Check the link within this video's description. You can find where to order the Mavic 2 Pro and all the accessories. And check out all my other Mavic 2 Pro videos too. I've got a lot of them now and a lot more coming soon. Again, it's at the time of posting this video, it is my favorite drone on the market today. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRick Sky here. Thanks again for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. If you're looking for iRick Sky's Adventure Channel merch, like this t-shirt and a lot of other cool stuff, expand this video's description. You can find it all there. Y'all have a good day.